What's going on YouTube? It's James Ong here, and today we're looking at another single-player mod for Jedi Outcast. A narrative-driven experience set after the Battle of Yavin and before the Battle of Hoth, where you take on the role of a rebel agent sent to the Bajik sector to investigate an unknown outpost, where a plot is brewing in the Outer Rim. In the words of the mod author, it is up to you, the player, to seek out the blank, black-textured computer terminals to learn about what is going on here. Through this information, you'll be able to piece together the story, and it is up to you to take the time to look around and try and get an idea of what is going on. This mod is best experienced alongside the Ultimate Weapons mod and using the low quality effects file. If you would like to see Ultimate Weapons in action as well as how to install it, then you can click up here. And if you enjoy this video, smash a like on it, that does really help me out. And of course, you can subscribe if you'd like to see more Jedi Knight content. A plot is brewing in the Outer Rim starts, as all good Star Wars stories do, with the classic orchestral theme by John Williams and those iconic rolling credits drifting into a familiar starfield. Very much inspired by 90s action-adventure video games, this mod will have you exploring your way through 6 winding, mazy levels, blasting stormtroopers as you go. In keeping with your role as Rebel Agent, this mod is based entirely on gunplay, so lightsabers and force powers will never become available to you. Resources like ammunition and health are also quite rare, and you'll find yourself exploring for long periods of time without coming across new items. This mod is certainly challenging, although I didn't find it unenjoyably difficult. The greatest difficulties that I ran into was keeping enough batteries around, which you'll absolutely need, as some areas simply cannot be navigated without night vision. Also, annoyingly, I found with each new level, your battery level would reset to 0, so on my first run through, I found myself resorting to the give battery cheat so I could progress further. However, with careful rationing, you can definitely get by without having to do this. The sound design and the atmosphere of the mod immediately impressed me. The mod has no music, instead each area offers unique and immersive soundscapes, from the desert winds of the planet's surface to the rumbling sounds of machinery as you venture further into the facility you've been tasked with exploring. The sounds of the factory floor and the opening and closing of futuristic doors provides your adventures with an atmospheric sci-fi backdrop that has a certain white noise quality to it that does well to build suspense as you explore deeper into the facility. Completing all the levels will take you between 1 to 2 hours, and there's certainly plenty of good content here. The level design is truly fantastic. I certainly appreciate the ladder system, which you won't find in the base game, and there are many custom assets scattered throughout the levels, some of which perhaps don't fit in the Star Wars universe, but nonetheless I appreciated the mod author's attention to detail and ability to build an environment that tells its own story and that felt real, lived in and immersive. If you're watching this, you're probably familiar with Jedi Outcast and the organic way that the game builds traps and puzzles into level design. This mod is no different, and I really thoroughly enjoyed exploring the facility where the story is set, and never found myself stuck for too long as the way forward was always intuitive, and obstacles were built seamlessly into the game world rather than feeling like some separate puzzle or minigame. The writing and the story is perhaps not Shakespeare, and is maybe a little clunky in places, but it certainly didn't detract from my overall enjoyment of the mod. Whilst the author is maybe not a professional writer, the world building and the level design do more than make up for this, as the clever way in which each area is designed helps to build a narrative that develops as you infiltrate this remote alien complex. Having played through the entire mod twice already, I can certainly see myself going back for more. Okay, so let's get this mod downloaded and installed. Obviously we need to download our files here. You can find the link for the mod page in the description of this video. And here is our downloaded file. I'm going to copy this and go and place it in Program Files, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Jedi Outcast, Game Data, and Base. Now, if I just paste this in here, I can simply extract everything, and boom, the mod is now installed. I can actually delete this zip now if I like. And there's one more step here, so let's go in game. Okay, and now that we're here in game, there's one final thing that we have to do. We need to press Shift and tilde on our keyboard, and then I need to type in dev map lev1. And this is going to start level 1 of our mod, and then we'll just be able to play through all the levels sequentially. Having recently been trying to recapture my childhood with some Jedi Outcast, and keeping things fresh with some story mods for new content, I can happily say this is easily one of the best I've tried so far. The mod has polish, and it can certainly be considered complete. In my 2 run-throughs of all the levels, I've tried playing with and without the reduced ammunition count file that's included with the main files, and I can safely say that even on your first run-through, I thoroughly recommend using the ammo count file as is intended, because the mod's balanced with this in mind. And of course, you'll want to use ultimate weapons as well. The mod author does recommend you do this, as well as using Haplash's improved Imperial officers and stormtroopers. You can find all of these mods linked in the description of this video, and I can report that I encountered no bugs or clashes with all of these mods running together. As you've seen, installation is quite simple, and you'll very quickly be able to sit down to a couple of hours of intergalactic adventures. So, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, it does really help me out, subscribe if you want to see more Jedi Knight content, and most importantly, enjoy uncovering a plot that is brewing on the Outer Rim.